What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Punt Intended, the sports channel where everything is made up and proves that punts don't matter. My name is Connor Doherty, also known as Connor 1 inch Short Doherty, because the Ravens were pretty much 1 inch away from winning that game against the Steelers last night on that throw to Mark Andrews. So I decided to stream this game tonight because it's a fascinating game, and both teams whoever wins this game comes out on top in the AFC, both the AFC East and the conference, at least going into next week, because either one will be the 1 seed. So, and also because both teams not really entirely sure what to think of either team. Both teams feel like they need to prove themselves, and that's what this game's going to be for both of them. So hopefully this will be a good game. I would say it stopped snowing a little bit, but it was very windy earlier. That the pregame show that they showed where someone literally got blown, or a few of them got blown over. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, Luke. Whenever you can, just swing on by, and good luck with that, man. Thanks for just stopping by for a second. So, yeah, this will be fascinating to see how this game goes, who wins. Because like I said before, I wasn't really buying either team. Patriots, they did beat the Titans, but the Titans are very injured. Meanwhile, the Bills, all their wins were against bad teams for the most part. Other than, I think they beat the Titans as well. No, they lost. No, they beat the Titans, I think. Wait, did they? No, they lost to the Titans. I can't remember. This season's been so crazy. I can't even remember week to week who won. I'm doing good, Luke. Yesterday sucked, or the outcome of that game sucked, but I'm feeling better, and just gonna get to move on and stuff. Next week is just as important as last week. I get the feeling our season's kind of done. We might still make the playoffs potentially, but I don't think we're going to go very far. Maybe a round or two, maybe just one. But I don't see us making the Super Bowl unless the offense suddenly figures itself out. And like I said, I don't think there's a lot of issues. I'm just wondering how much of it is going to be blamed on Lamar, how much is going to be blamed on the offensive line, how much is going to be blamed on Greg Roman. So, we'll just have to wait and see. So, game is about to start. So, yeah, it's just interesting. And, yeah. Also, I hate Javonte Williams. I literally lost my fourth game in a row in fantasy because he got just enough points to beat me by 1.5 points. If I had started Devontae Parker instead of T.Y. Hilton, I would have won, but that's just how fantasy is. I started off 9-0, and now I've lost 4 straight. So that's great. I'm literally falling backwards into the playoffs right now for fantasy. I'm still gonna make it, but I think what am I even doing? Let me see this league. Let me see. Let me see the league. League. So I think I'll still be leading my particular division because the guy who's behind me also lost he's behind me by a game, so he'll still be down a game to me. But I'm literally just backpedaling into the playoffs right now. So, but I'm still fully guaranteed to make the playoffs at this point. That winning streak helps me a lot because it's 13 or 14 games. Remember. Are they showing because that's the Bills. It's so funny seeing sad Patriots fans when they've won so many Super Bowls and stuff, and it's kind of hilarious. It's so funny how they're like, oh, it feels so bad that we suck, and you're like, yeah, for one season for the first time in 20 plus years, you guys were bad last year. Of course, now Bill Belichick is like, nope, you guys are back to being good. So, yay, the rest of the AFC. Oh man, that always. So this is why I was saying last night during the other game. Someone asked who I hated the Steelers or the Browns, and I said the Patriots instead. Let's put that up there. Yep. Let's put the banner up. Badam, badam. Wow. I guess that shows how because it's always funny, like, the Bills were good in the 90s, 80s and 90s, and the Patriots were like a bottom feeder pretty much all the way up until Tom Brady. Like, they were terrible other than that one year that they did make the Super Bowl. Wow. Jeez. Wow, the wind blew that ball all the way into the stands. That is crazy. And here are the crazy, really weird ESPN graphics that they do. First in AFC, yep, 6 straight wins, 6 Super Bowls. God, that's so. Those graphics look so bad. Okay, Mac Jones under center. I don't even know who's the running back. Was it something Stevenson? Hand off to the running back for a gain of about 1. Oh man, as long as I never have to say the phrase Ben Roethlisberger in shotgun again, I'll be happy. Oh, it says Patriots running backs, and I was reading who the Patriots. I was reading the names. I'm like, those aren't the Patriots running backs, because they could. Okay, I'll see you later, Luke. Hopefully, you can just stop by and I'm by. I'm sure you're gonna be at Tom's stream later, for the most part. But stop on by whenever you can. And after the running back again, and that'll be gained about 3. It'll be 3rd and 5. So yeah, they're not having I've noticed they're not having Jones pass too much, obviously, as a rookie. So it'll be fascinating to see and how windy it is. It's not snowing, but it's very, very windy. So it'll be interesting to see how the passing attack is affected by that, especially for the Bills, since that's the biggest issue for the Bills. They can't run the ball. Either that or they just refuse to run the ball. Jones under center again. Henry's made a good pickup for the Patriots. Of course, Johnny literally hasn't done much. I really hasn't heard his name much. And it's another. Oh, he fumbled it. Oh, and he loses 7 yards. That was Damian Harris, and he just lost 6-7 yards. Oh man, I don't even know if he would have gotten the first down, but wow. So let's see. Yep, I thought it was behind for a second, but nope, it just was too far. Just right hit his hands. Lost 6 yards on that play. Wow. Right, the punter. Kicker's wearing 2 different sized shoes. Jake Bailey to Micah Hyde. Ooh, wow. Had to catch that ball off the. Wow. And Micah Hyde picks it up. The wind knocks that ball down, and Hyde falls down at the 47-yard line. Great field position for the Bills. 38 yards, but that just got. I'm not sure if that came off weird because if that was affected because of his. I'm not sure if that was Benny Tech. Yay, you subscribed. What's up? Thank you, Benny Tech. I'm not sure if that was affected by the wind or the fact he had to pick that ball up off the ground like that. But the Bills have great field position right now. Bryant. I don't know why every time I see that, I just think of Kobe. Actually. Singletary gets a yard or 2. About 2.5, 3 yards for Devin Singletary. So yeah, and there's Matthew Judon. I feel like the Ravens really could actually use him right now, but really what they need is secondary help, not a D-line help, honestly. My dog is running around like nuts upstairs. Allen under center. We'll hand it off to Singletary. No, that's Breda, and he gets nowhere. It's going to be third and long. It's going to be 3rd and 7 or 8. Yeah, that's crazy. The wind was so strong that it just kicked that extra. It kicks the. It just that the ball just went flying into the stands off that kickoff. Third and 7. Allen in shotgun. Running back is pretty much right up under center almost. Allen will throw, and Dawson Knox drops it. He would have had the first down, I think, if he had caught that. There was no one there to stop it, and that's yet another 3 and out. Both teams go 3 and out to start. Let's see. Oh, and my YouTube TV is deciding to stop working for a second. So I'm going to be behind. So that just hits him square in the hands. It's not. It just hits him square in the hands. The punt's away. And that is going to. Oh, almost got it, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Couldn't think of the word for a second there. Still not sure if it's going to be a barn burner. Ooh, Matrix. Oh, excuse me. So it'll be interesting. So the Matrix, it looks like what they're going to somehow come up with for the story is that the machines somehow made it seem like to him that he actually had stopped them in the last movie when he didn't. Oh, they're making it R. Oh. So I think the previous ones were they R? Or were they PG-13, the original trilogy? I can't remember. A little baby pony wrapped up. Book back necessities. Oh, interesting. I always thought DoorDash was just food. I didn't realize they could deliver anything. That's kind of cool. A little different from like Uber Eats. I remember there was one time I was doing some D&D with some friends, and we ordered some Chinese food, and the guy comes, and we're trying to figure out the price of what we owe and everything, and we get there, and the guy, and we're like, what? And they realized that we realized there's an extra meal that we had paid for, and the DoorDash guy had added his order or added his own order food to the order, and so that kind of pissed all of us off. That was not fun to deal with. So that's cool. Niagara Falls doing that. That's cool. Yeah, the Canadian. Oh my God, that wind. Did they say 50-mile-an-hour winds? Oh, wow. Yeah, I would if this game has to come down to a game-winning kick that's like over 45 yards, I would not trust it. Handoff to, I believe that's Harris again. He gets about 1.5 yards. Yeah, I would not trust I would not trust that at all. But wow, that's crazy that it actually lost its flag. Florida lost to Texas Southern, Texas Southern was 0-7 in basketball before that game. Wow, 25 to 30 mile an hour winds, 50 to 55 mile an hour gusts. Yeah, like I said, I would not trust a game-winning field goal from any length at this point. Hand off again. Yeah, they are not. Patriots look like they're going to try and run the ball as much as they can. They're not going to try and have Jones throw 30-plus times this game to get them the win. It's too windy to do that. 3rd and 4. Ooh, that felt good. Cracking my neck like that. Patriots' first opening drive this season without a pass. Interesting. It's going to be another handoff, and he loses about a yard. So it's going to be another punt. Yep. Patriots are not going to try passing, it seems like. Even on a play where they probably should have. Yeah, I don't think even if he had gone away from that guy, he would have been tackled easily. Okay, let's see how this punt goes this time. Will it be a better punt, or will the wind knock it down? Because the wind obviously is going. He's probably kicking into the wind. That's going to affect his punt. Better snap there. Oh, pretty good punt. Oh yeah, wind got that one. Looked good, and then it just shakes out of bounds. It's going to be on the Bills side. It's going to be on the Patriots side of the field. Wow. Yeah, that was at the 40. It's going to be at the Patriots side on the Patriots 40. Wow. I mean, that punt looked good off his foot, and I think the wind just knocked that back down. I hate BK. Though I might actually get it for a chicken sandwich like that. That looks pretty good. I do like a chicken parm sub. Kate McKinnon, she doesn't look like she likes walking around in heels. She looks very the way she's walking, she doesn't look like she likes wearing heels like that, or at least heels that big. Actually, I went to my own stream there for a second just to make sure everything was good. Urinating tree. Football Guys chose to enable the biblical wind cheat code for this game. Yeah, pretty much. Man, normally that kick that just went, that kick, that kickoff looked like it carried so much just because of the wind. Yeah, there's not much for me to talk about during commercials because there's no one in the chat reporting anything. That's fine. So let's see this punt. This is the punt. Wow, that ball actually turned slightly. That's not good for the Bills. Or sorry, not the Bills, the Patriots. Yep, Bills gonna have the ball at the Patriots 40. So Allen in shotgun. Is that Singletary to his left? No. That's a throw to Sanders. Oh, good play. Great play to get Emmanuel Sanders right away by J.C. Jackson. J.C. means, I don't know, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, J.C. Jackson, you're good. A loss of 3. Great play there. Oh, that is Singletary, 26. Allen, handoff to Singletary, who pretty much gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gets an extra yard. It'll be 3rd and 9, 3rd and long. Average drive start. This is only the second drive. I don't know. That's such a useless statistic to show on just the second drive of the game for the team. Show that in the fourth quarter, then that's a little bit more, that's pretty deceiving. That's a little bit more insightful, showing it that late. Oh, that's offsides. Yep. So that'll be 5 yards. It'll make it 3rd and 4. Judon coming off the edge, wanted to get going. Judon's been a beast for the Patriots this year. I'm mad. I didn't mind him going, but I was mad that he went with the Patriots. So Allen's still in shotgun all by himself. He's looking left. He throws. That's caught. So that's going to be a first down. Catch is made by Matt Breida. I remember last year I can't remember who I traded. I traded someone for Matt Breida when he was on the Dolphins last year. And then Breida didn't do anything in fantasy that last year. And I ended up, that's like the first fantasy football trade I ever actually truly lost. Because I can't remember whoever I gave up ended up becoming really, really good. But they were like the backup running back or third string for some team. I can't remember. Allen. Oh, Breida! And Breida fumbles. And the Bills hat. Jeez, somehow it just went straight through his hands, hits his chest, and then just falls onto the ground. And of course, he can't stop to get on the ball, and this guy just falls right on top of it. Wow. Sorry, I don't know why, but that Jamie for Progressive is pretty funny. I find him more funny than Flo. I've never found the Flo commercials funny, but Jamie's pretty funny. Of course, I think the best commercials probably on TV are the which one are they? Are they Progressive or are they Allstate? Whichever one is the one where it's like we can keep you from becoming your parents, and those are always on point, funny. ESPN Plus. Cool. Oh, Hulu. Okay. Right. This is the whole Disney Plus thing. Return of the Jedi. Pickens places. Avengers. Avengers. Hey, Mac Jones looking slick. Oh my God, he should have become a model. My God, when I grew up, I want to be a football player. I might be in the NFL. I do not know what team I will be on. I mean, he should have been a model apparently. Woof, looking nice. So Bills squander fantastic field position, and Breida just immediately fumbles the ball after getting a first down. Patriots, are they going to hand off or are they going to pass? And it's a handoff, and that's a loss of 2 or 3 on the play. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling this is going to be very much like, I don't know, 9-6 type of game. Like this, I don't think there's going to be much high scoring with the wind. That's really going to affect these teams. They're not going to be willing to pass that much. Yeah. Oh, so only loss of 1. That looks like he got hit like 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Fake the handoff and do the end around. And Aguilar is going to get, good play. That was about 5 or 6. So it'll be third and about 5, maybe 6 yards for that. It's good play design. I like that. I feel like he probably should have cut it inside a little bit. He tried to go on the outside around his block. He should have cut it inside. Oh, God, Leslie Frazier. I forgot when he was a head coach. N'Keal Harry, 3rd and 5. Big old fullback back there. It's going to be another pitch to Harris. And, oh, my God, he is gone. He just breaks it. Bills can't do anything, and that is a touchdown for the Bills. Or, sorry, for the Patriots. Bills just break down right there. And sad Bills fans. Because the Ravens lost, there's going to be a lot of schadenfreude today for me. I'm going to take immense pleasure in seeing sad Bills fans or Patriots fans, depending. And, oh, my God, yeah, that's a great cutback. He didn't get touched at all. Bill's just over pursued. He just cuts it back and no one's there. the guy, they're trying to, I guess they're not willing to do a kick because obviously it's so far. It's a 35-yard it's like pretty much the equivalent of a 35-yard field goal. It's so windy. That's probably almost a guaranteed miss. The Bills guy is just sitting there on his knees and he's just like, he just looks mad. So Patriots, another pitch, and will he get the edge? And he does get the edge, and that is 2 points. He get the 2-point conversion, unlike the Ravens. Damn. I completely forget that Damian Harris and Najee Harris were both running backs at Alabama at the same time. Which is kind of funny because I remember I was so surprised when Harris was drafted. I think he was drafted in the 1st or the 2nd round by the Patriots a few years ago. And then it's like Najee apparently already has like last year in his career, he broke like the career rushing record at Alabama or something. Even with like Mac Jones and all those and all that going around, or their offense being so good last year. And there's Devontae. It's interesting that they chose the Titans for that, and not, Okay, interesting commercial to be a Marriott commercial, but pretty good. Hit baby on the field. The way Fritz was just running, looks like he couldn't actually run. Whatever his number was on the white team. Trevor Lawrence. Some of the lettuce goes flying. I never noticed that watching these before. They're blowing so much wind. That's fantastic. Oh, there's M&T Bank. I never knew that M&T Bank wasn't from Maryland or from Baltimore, but it's actually Buffalo based, which is hilarious that they have that they don't have like the naming rights for the Bills Stadium, but they have it for the Ravens Stadium. I find that kind of hilarious. Wow, it is windy. Wow, Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin, I remember more as a, even though I was too. Wow, look at that. That's the wind just knocked that down. It still made it, but you could tell the wind affected that kick right there. But yeah, Curtis Martin, I remember more as not as a Patriot, but as a Jet, if I remember correctly. He was before my time because he was played in the '90s and so on and so forth, and I was born in '95. But still, pitch, yep, over pursue, and he just makes the cutback, and he goes completely untouched. Good play design. Bills just over pursued. I just gave him clean, not even a clean pocket, just clean run straight through. So let's see what the Bills do. Worst starting field position for the Bills so far at their own 25. Allen's going to throw, and it's completed. Is that Diggs? Yep, that's Diggs. He got hit hard. Be about 7 or 8 there. And the Bills are going to hand off. I believe that's Singletary, and he's going to get a first down. It looks like just barely. Gets about 2 yards. Yep, that's first down. First quarter's gone by pretty quickly. Yeah, Patriots look like they're doing what the Bills probably should be trying to do is before that last play is defend the run. I feel like that's what the most amount of yardage for this game is going to come from. But of course, the Bills can't run because they're completely unwilling to. Allen is looking left, looking, running, scrambling now, and he breaks us. He breaks out of a sack and actually gains about 2 yards. Good play by Allen to actually not get sacked there. Looks like he should have been sacked at least once or twice. I kind of find it hilarious that Allen is doing the same thing in terms of like percentage wise. He's like 2019 Lamar. He's I think he leads the team in passing and rushing for the Bills. And it's kind of crazy how many more rushing touchdowns in his career he actually has compared to Lamar. Because I think they just showed. I don't even think Lamar has 20 career rushing touchdowns. Because he's a little bit less. He's a little bit obviously smaller than Allen, so they're not going to try like quarterback sneaks or any type of thing really down by the goal line. At times, it seems for the Ravens. It's gonna be 2nd and 8. An offensive lineman for the Bills just went off. He was able to jog off, but he looked injured at first. It's been a handoff to Singletary. They faked the end around and gained nothing, so it's going to be 3rd and 8. Singletary was actually on top of the defender. Cal Van Noy is an addition when he was only gone for a year. Yeah, I don't want to see my face all big and stuff. Bills in shotgun, 3rd and 7. And the Patriots blitz. Allen's rolling to his right, looking, and there's a flag down, which ball is caught. But where the flag is thrown, that's probably going to be a hold. It's probably going to be a hold on the Bills. Yeah, it's coming back. It'll be 3rd and long because there's a holding. Where that was thrown is definitely a penalty on the offense. So the Patriots blitz. Where's the hold? Right. Oh, yep, right there. I'm Van Noy. Yep, that's a hold. It was a good throw by Allen. Now, let's see if Allen can actually throw it 20 yards into like with the wind, or if the ball is going to completely carry him going. I wonder if that's going to be a thing. If you throw further than like 10, 15 yards downfield, if the ball is just going to carry on you because of the wind. Because I think the wind's going from Allen's back towards the defense. So Allen looking left. Patriots rush, and he gets it away, and he throws it to Sanders, but he overthrows him. It's going to be 4th and 17. Christian Barmore, the rookie, knocked Allen down. It's going to be 4th and 17. Bills are going to punt the ball. Yeah, Barmore just boom. And Allen's looking for the roughing the passer. I would have been mad if they had actually called that because that was fine. That wasn't up high or anything. So. Oh, did that hit him? Wait, did that hit him? Wait, did that ball hit him? Did that hit N'Keal Harry? The Bills are acting like it hit N'Keal Harry. And the refs say it's Patriots ball. So he loses his footing. Right? Oh no, he didn't touch that. Oh wait. Wait, did that hit him on the way down, right? Oh, that might have hit his face mask. Wow. That just by the smallest margin hit his face mask, I think. Oh, the Bills going to challenge this. Harry nearly. So. Right there. But my God, that's so small. It almost looks like it actually doesn't hit him, but then you see the ball is going straight down, and then it just barely hits. It looks like it barely hits it, right there, and then the trajectory of the ball actually changes. Oh, they've changed it to Bills football. They've actually changed it. The refs actually discussed it. The Bills didn't even have to challenge. Wow. That's a good job by the refs right there. Of course, the Bills probably should have at least have some points on the board, if not for Breida fumbling that ball earlier. Gosh, Bengals already saying N'Keal Harry is worthless. Okay. Bills have the ball at the Patriots' 14-yard line. Allen in shotgun with Singletary to his left. Beasley went in motion. Grab it in one play to Gabriel Davis for the touchdown. One play. Good play call right there. Allen has such a strong arm that I don't think that he just gunned that in there. So, will they go for 2 or will they go for the extra point? I feel like they're going to go for 2. It's so windy. It's not worth it. Boom. Just a great. Oh, wow. Davis almost dropped that, but good job to hold on to that ball. Oh, they're kicking the extra point. You made it. I guess the wind didn't affect it that much. Those helmets, those face masks on those helmets look really bad. They look really fake and stuff. Example number 84 of all of New England desiring to accuse N'Keal Harry as a witch. Okay, that's kind of random, but yeah, seems I think there's a lot of Patriots fans that don't like N'Keal Harry. He's definitely not lived up to the first round draft pick. Eric DeCosta thinking about the team he built this offseason. Yeah, pretty much. Jags have done a terrible job of developing Trevor Lawrence during his rookie season. Completely unacceptable. Jared Goff might be a loser. Might not be very good in football, but definitely is lucky for the girlfriend that he has. Fine, Ali. Fine, Ali. Sally. I don't think there's a single person sitting in Orchard Park. They're all standing. They're not sitting down. I think they're standing because they can. It's so cold that if they move around, they can actually somewhat stay warm. Bills are going to kick off. Let's see if this ball goes in the stands again. Man, disappointed. He needs to be replaced. That ball couldn't make it into the stands that time. He needs to be replaced. That's a bullet of a pass. Wow. Okay. Jones under center will hand it off. Ramondre. Oh, that's Ramondre Stevenson. That's how you say his first name. I knew his last name was Stevenson. He's going to get a first down against 10 yards on the play. Ramondre. That's how you say his first name. Interesting. Okay. Oh, hopefully I can remember that. That's a counter right there. He fakes steps to the left and then immediately runs right. Most weekend game under Bill Belichick. Wow. I mean, obviously, when you have Tom Brady, you're not going to start off, running so much. because I doubt Brady would like to hand off this much. Oh, this is going to be the first pass, and he throws it. Oh, he catches it. Wow. I thought he overthrew that. Wow, what a good play. What a good play by the – is that Janu? Yeah, floats it. I thought it was a little too – I thought he overthrew him. Tips it twice to himself, and Janu secures it for the catch. So that's another first down. First pass. Patriots are already nearly up to the 50. Fake the end around, and they hand it off to Stevenson again, who gets about 5-6 yards. So we 2nd and 4, give or take. Yep, that is the end of the quarter. So that is the end of the quarter. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Entertaining first quarter. Not to talk about. Patriots literally have only had what? 13 plays. Excuse me. 12 of them have been runs. One has been a pass. Ooh. Good thing the top was on, or that would have ruined that. Oh, that wouldn't have been good. Don't like UFC. Ooh, good punch. Wolfgang Puck. Wolfgang Puck. There's not much to talk about, really. Sorry, whoever is watching. I'm not talking much, but commercials, and no one's putting anything into the chat. I guess this is what it feels like when there's no one there. And obviously, I'm not playing any video games or anything, so I can't really control anything. So, yeah. Jack, Mother Nature 99.99. I mean, Jack, glad you joined. I was saying that Tyler Bass on that second kickoff just now, because he didn't get the kick into the stands like the last time, he should be cut. I think that would help you guys a lot. But yeah, Jack, this game is crazy. I was saying earlier that if the game comes down to it, I don't see either team ever actually trying to attempt a field goal. Even if it's like 35 yards or so, like that, unless it's the extra, maybe then, because that extra point didn't look that bad. But honestly, anything beyond like 40 yards to try and win the game or something, if that comes to that, I don't know if any team would actually try that. Patriots handed off on 2nd and 4, and Stevenson actually gains nothing. 3rd and 4. Excuse me. Jack Logan Smith. 3rd down and 4 for the Patriots. Jones under center. I've noticed they don't really go shotgun that much for him. And he's going to hand it off. and Bolden breaks it and gets almost broke another tackle and gets nearly to the 30-yard line of the Patriots. It's gonna be first and 10. I think at 31 of the Bills. That was a good play. Let's see this play. Right there, goes left. It cuts back, and if 21, I think that's Minka Hyde. If he doesn't get him, I think Bolden is gone for another touchdown there. There's Harry. Johnny Smith goes in motion. Jones is under center. It's going to be another handoff to, is that Stevenson? I believe that's Stevenson. Be a gain of about 2. He's 2nd and 8. .1 yards per rush for the Patriots. I've already given up 114 yards rushing to the Patriots. Mainly, obviously, that touchdown run kind of makes those numbers really skewed. So I think that was 60-something yards. Oh yeah, Jack, that was very brave right there of Jones. That was very brave. I honestly, I give the over/under for total number of pass attempts by Jones at 10 for the entire game. Honestly, I think Tom said earlier, he said the over/under that he would take would be 5. I think he'll be over 5, but it'll probably be like less than 10 total attempts. Because clearly the Bills are doing whatever they want, or then not that. It's not that they're doing whatever they want. It's that they're going to do what they usually do, which is not run the ball because they can't. And Stevenson gets stuffed. It's going to be third. It's going to be 4th and about 2 or 3. It's going to be a long 4th and 2. It's about 4th and 2.5. Now, are they going to kick the field goal? They're going to go for it, though. Okay, they're going to try to kick it. And my God, those uprights are moving so much. I find it hilarious that flag has already been gone. So, Nick Folk, let's see. 41-yard field goal. He's standing dead center. Let's see how much the wind affects this one. And that is right down the middle. I guess the fact they're kicking with the wind to their back is helping. If they were Bills going the other direction, either to any team going the opposite direction, I think that'll be tougher for them. Oh God, Madden. I wish I could get into Madden, but man, they need to make the game better. Like they need to stop what they're doing. They need to what EA does or is doing with them. They just need to stop it. Just try and fix the game. Oh, they've brought Bo Jackson into the Madden. Bo knows. Yeah, he's still a solid kicker. CeeDee Lamb going to boom or bust. John Travolta as Santa. He actually pulls off a pretty good Santa. Of course, he's infamous. He's well known for his crazy amount of different haircuts he's had over the years. I don't know why, but seeing the two of them together like that just makes me think of Pulp Fiction. I finally saw that a year or two ago, and geez, that really changes your mind. And Bengal and 5 points are just attacking each other right now. That's hilarious. They're just 5 points just comes in with an FU, and then Bengal just replies bald. Oh man, that's funny. Ooh. Ball hits Breida, but goes through the end zone. Oh, and do you know Bengal Jack? Um, he was on Clickbait Sports one time a while ago. Um, he does mostly his most popular thing is doing a lot of Madden stuff. He'll do like rebuilds of he's done like rebuilds of every team in every different every Madden he'll always do a rebuild of the team. So like I think his most one of his a few like earlier this week or last week he posted he did the Ravens rebuild and it was just named as Ravens rebuild with like lowercase Ravens rebuild. Doesn't ring a bell. He has a pretty good amount of followers. Let me see. Bengal. So, so it's that. If you can see it in the corner, it's that guy. He's nearly 400,000 subscribers. So, yeah, he does a lot of Madden stuff, really. So let's go back. Another handoff for the Bills. Oh, made a mistake. So, yep. I mean, that's him. Allen throws, and he throws it to Davis, who breaks free and gets up to about the 50 on 3rd and 2 there. Good play. And Allen fakes the handoff, and he's going to take it, and he's going to run up the middle. He breaks a few tackles, and he gets about 4 or 5 yards. Midfield, a pity, but they still have a long ways to go. Yep, Bills are just doing what they have been doing pretty much all year, actually, since Allen got there, which is pass a lot and not be able to really run the ball with anyone besides Josh Allen. So let's see. 2nd and 5. They're on the Patriots side of 50 now. First down is at the Patriots 41, so about the 46 and a half. Handed off to Breida, who will get 4 yards, I believe, 3rd and 2. It's weird seeing their signatures there at the bottom, but okay, cool. Cool. Huh, interesting. That's fascinating. They're going to hand it off. Oh, he just ran over that Patriots defender. And they're giving him the first down. And the ref's hat just went flying. The ref on the far sideline just comes running. His hat goes flying off his head. Zach Moss just ran over that Patriots defender there. That was funny. Yep, they're showing the wind conditions again. That hat went flying. It was just like a blur. Okay, Bills have a first down. They're at just about the Patriots 40.5-yard line. Allen under center. He will hand it off to Zach Moss, who gets a yard. He gets a yard or two. It'll be second and I think 9. Double. Okay. Second and 9. Allen is in shotgun with Moss to his right. They just call it delay game. And Sean McDermott is mad. Yeah, not as bad as the Ravens one that they should have been called for in Detroit, but hey, shit happens. So now second and 14. Allen in shotgun. He's looking left. Now he's going to run, and he gets sacked back at the 50. It's a loss of 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 20 now. That really hurt them on that play. He just beats his man, Williams, that boom. He just goes loose arm on them. So it's going to be 3rd and 19. Allen rolling to his right. He's running, and he's going to throw down field. Oh, and Knox had it. It gets knocked away at the last second by the Patriots defender on his back. Knox had it too. That's going to be a turnover, or not a turnover on downs, but it's going to – Bills are going to punt. It's a good throw too. Good throw. Throwing into the wind too. Knox has it, and it just gets knocked away at the very end. He has it, and then boom, just knocks it away. Good play. Good play. Good play. And the Bills punted again. And it looks like it's a better punt. Wind kind of stops it, but it bounces and just let it roll at about the 15.5-yard line. Wind kind of stopped it dead. Patriots will look to extend their lead going into halftime. They have about 4 or 5 minutes, I think, left on the clock. Who gets the ball after half? I think Bills, because I think they kicked off. Yeah, because the Patriots went 3-and-out, Bills went 3-and-out, and then Patriots went 3-and-out again, and then had that really bad punt that led to the Breida fumble for the Bills. So I think Bills get the ball to start the second half. Aim 4 and 7-4 record. And those snowballs just keep flying over their heads without actually making contact. That is so bad. Oh, that's funny. Those 17 AFC East titles. That's crazy. Jones under center will hand it off, and he gets nothing. He loses 2 yards on the play there. I think that was either Stevenson or Bolden. It's gonna be second and long. It's gonna be second 11 or 12. What's up, Jonathan? I'm glad you could find the channel and find the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Feel free to like and subscribe like the stream and subscribe if you want. Just trying to grow the channel. Just started this year, so any support is much appreciated, Jonathan. Jones under center, and there's a flag, which means probably a false start or illegal shift. I have a hole in my second. I guess it was close to being a delay game. Oh, that's cute. And Sean McDermott is yelling at a referee. Oh geez, I've been messing with this back scratcher so much that it doesn't go together anymore properly. Yeah, Jonathan, me and Adam know each other. We're mods for Tom Grossi together, so that's where we know each other from, and we decided to do that game together. Best game for best matchups of the two purple teams. So that was my first ever actual real live stream of a game. Feel like I probably should have started this sooner, but at this point, it's not worth thinking about whether I could have started this sooner or not. And the Bills are right there. And it's a loss of 4 yards. Maybe it's 3rd and 16, I think, for the Patriots. But yeah, if I really thought about it, I probably really could have started this a few years ago, maybe back during high school or college, either gaming or doing this same thing for football. I think that would have been cool, but it's not something worth thinking about and boo-hooing about. So just gotta start somewhere and just grow. Try and grow as much as I can. 3rd and 16. Are the Patriots gonna pass? Or are they gonna run? And they're just gonna hand it off. It's just a give me draw play, and he gets about 8 yards. He gets about halfway there, but it's gonna be 4th and 8. Patriots gonna punt. And of course, he runs out of bounds, so the Bills don't even have to waste it. Well, actually, no, the clock's still running, but the Bills didn't have to waste a timeout. So Patriots get 10 yards there, but those first two plays didn't help them at all. McDermott's showing a lot of energy. I like it. Okay, let's see how the punt goes for Jake Bailey. Punting from this side with the wind at his back. Let's see how much this ball's about to carry. Nearly gets blocked. Actually dies at about the 40, and it's going to bounce out of bounds about the 36, 34, 35 yard line. 34 and a half yard line, looks like. So the Bills will have about 3 minutes, give or take, to try and make something of this. Bradley Cooper. Kate Blanchett. Just opening the soda. Yeah, I'm not like Tom where I drink. Was that Kiki? Yeah, that's Kiki Palmer for Old Navy. Kiki, do you love me? Mm-hmm. And there's the typical, there's the same old BMW, oh no, Mercedes commercial. I always forget if it's Mercedes or BMW. They always do the same thing where it's like Santa sleighs, the Mercedes. That's cute. Grand larceny. She just stole something. And we're just like, okay. Jimmy V Classic. Yeah, I need more stuff. I need some Raven stuff hanging behind me, or some sports stuff, some sports memorabilia. Kiki, do you love me? So the Bills hand it off to to Singletary, gets a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Excuse me. I love how Bill's just always in the sweatshirt, even when it's cold out. Like, he's never in anything thick or anything, like a jacket underneath the sweatshirt. You just get, it's just the evil hoodie. That's just what he's got to be in, is the evil hoodie. Fake the handoff, and it's a completed pass to Diggs, who loses his footing. So it'll be 3rd and about 2 or 3 there. Yep, 3rd and 3. Yep, J.C. Jackson on the shoot on. Bill is the hoodie, and the hoodie is Bill. Yeah, they're one and the same. It's a symbiotic relationship, Jack. You know, you can't have Bill without the hoodie, and you can't have the hoodie without Bill. You know what I mean? The only time I think I've ever seen him not wearing a hoodie is when during the draft, what was it, last year or the year before, where obviously like his dog took over the draft at one point. Everyone went nuts on Twitter because of that. But yeah, the Grand Wagoner just looks like a bigger version of the Grand Cherokee. The Wagoneer. Sorry, Wagoneer. Libre. So 2-minute warning. Game's been, nothing to write home about. Oh, right. His name's Nike or Nike. Yeah. Oh, Fortnite. King, do you love me? I'm getting hungry. I had food earlier, but I'm getting hungry. Well, I got some goldfish. They were just doing like a beer. They're just doing like a pistachio version of a beer funnel. That's funny. Oh my God, the Wizards are just starting to fall apart. The Wizards are doing terribly. I guess that's what happens when I get interested in basketball. The Wizards are just, they started off really good, and now they're 14-11. They were doing really well, and they were like 10-3 at one point. Now they're 14-11. Allen, he gets hit, and it gets bad in the air, and Allen is down. Okay, he was getting hurt, but that's gonna be fourth. That's gonna force fourth down, and the Bills are gonna punt it. Judon smacked him. Oh, Judon just came free. No one blocked him at all. What's up, Ishii? It's just like Ishii just like, hi. Peeks back down and she's gone. Glad you could come by, Ishii, even for just a second. How's the stream going over at Tom's? Obviously, I can't really watch. And, so the punt, not a bad kick, gets fair caught at the 25. Why did we let Judon hit free agency again? Was it cap space? They're acting out. I don't remember if it was cap. I'm not sure if it was cap space or not. I think it was just because for the money he was looking for, he hadn't had the production necessary. Okay, Ishii, I'll see you later. Yeah, Jack, I think it's just because for the production that he put up, the Ravens, I think they didn't think he was worth the money that he was asking for, because he was looking for pretty much the contract you guys gave him, which I think was $56 million or something, or some high, or even higher than that. I can't remember. And I think his career high in sacks up until that point with the Ravens was like 8 sacks. I think that was either the last year or the year before. So that's not that. I guess the Ravens just didn't think that was worth the money. And, for the most part, there's been very few times other than Judon and like Zadarius Smith, Harris breaks a tackle and he gets 15 plus yards, gets up nearly to the 45-yard line. So other than like in the past couple of years, really since like the Super Bowl year, when the Ravens lost a lot of players in free agency after that year, pretty much Zadarius Smith and like Matt Judon have been like the two defensive players that we let go in free agency that actually have produced. because like most of the players that we have let go didn't produce at all once they left Baltimore. Like Paul Kruger, Darnell Ellerby, who was. There's a few. I mean, there's quite a few that from then that I can't quite remember. But like for the most part, the Ravens were like, they were fine with either keeping guys they could and keeping them in the house, or just letting them go, because they would then, like, it seemed like for the most part, other than Smith and Judon, they haven't been able to survive outside of Baltimore for the most part. Like Pernell McPhee, he's back with Baltimore now. He was nothing in Chicago. I think is where he went after the Super Bowl, or the year after the Super Bowl. So yeah, I think that's just the main thing. He wanted more money, and the Ravens weren't willing to give him because the production wasn't there for that. Now he's lived up to the contract so far, obviously. And I'm sure the Ravens would want that back, but at the time they thought, it wasn't worth giving him that for what he had done for them. Sorry, very long answer. I kind of do that a lot. I give long answers. Sometimes give a lot of tangents as well. Damian Harris, 89 yards rushing. Wow, 9.9 yards per rush. That's impressive. There's Judon. 3rd and 7, 34 seconds. The Patriots decided not to call a timeout a little bit sooner, try and save some time there. So they're going to hand it off. He's going to break 2 tackles. Nearly gets that. Gets about 5 yards. It's going to be 4th and about 2 at midfield. And I think the Bills are just fine letting the clock run down. I think they're just going to take it to halftime. 4th and 2. That's going to be half time. Oh. So yeah. Like, I mean, if you look, like, Jack, if you want to, just look at his production. Oh, the Bills did call a timeout. Even with how the Patriots are, there's no dominant AFC team. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, Jack, if you look at it, like, I think the last, like, two years that for Judon, he's had maybe 14 sacks combined, maybe 16. So the fact that he has 11.5 this season was immediately unexpected, at least as a Ravens fan. And honestly, I when I saw the amount of money you guys gave him, I kind of laughed. I was like, "Oh God, that's an overpay." I didn't think he was going to live up to that at all. He can go right ahead. Well, I mean, yeah, he's throwing it into the other. Yeah, he's throwing it into the other wind. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't understand why the Bills didn't call a timeout, but then they do it with 7 seconds left. Like, what are they doing? 2 punts, 22.5 yards with the win, 1.46. I don't understand why the Bills decided to wait so long to call a timeout there. Well, looks like the Bills were reacting to someone false starting. Punts this and lets it go, and that's just going to be the end of the half. That was a waste of a play right there. Cool. So, yeah. I know Tom's streaming this. He rated me last Sunday night, I know. So I doubt he's going to rate me. He's going to rate me today, or really any other stream going forward, at least this season. So it's so weird seeing both teams go into the same entrance for halftime like that. Normally I'd be afraid, but it's not like college football where the animosity is like very serious there. So just gonna mute that. I don't like listening to halftime shows. There is usually better things to do and or listen to. Oh, I guess Dave Letterman's on the Manning cast. For the last time this year, it's a race week. Oh my god, it's gonna be crazy. Sorry, I'm just reacting to the. It's a contract that leaves. It's a contract that leaves just 13.5 guaranteed on the cap. After next season, I'm not overly worried about it being an issue, being a financial issue. No, I don't think it will be for you guys. Yep, I've officially ruined this. But I don't think you guys will cut him. I mean, even if I doubt you guys will cut him next year, or unless he has a very somehow precipitous drop off, and you guys decide to cut him after next year. But I doubt that. So, it's just interesting. There are 14 rushes for right there, Bills right there at the bottom. 14 rushes for 33 yards. Yeah, the Bills just can't run the ball with unless it's Josh Allen. Daniel Sorensen, the worst safety in the NFL, much maligned and hated by Tyrann Mathieu, got a pick 6 last night. That's hilarious. That is just fantastic. Yeah, one of the guys I do my college football podcast with is he's a Broncos fan, and he was so pissed last night. It was pretty funny. The Schadenfreude was very real, and it's going to be very real tonight. Yep, I don't think Tom's going to raid me. He already raided me, so 4 or 5 people looks like. Got to start somewhere. Gotta start it from the bottom now, yeah. I'm just grateful that he rated me last week and I got, a bunch of subscribers and stuff. Steve Mariucci. Interesting. Interesting. Ding, 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 ding. NCPG. I will say this. I've always liked Sunday night over Monday Night Football. In terms of it, just I know they say it always also the playing under the lights during the night is always it's very special. But I always felt that Sunday night was more impressive, and they usually have the better matchups. It seems obviously because Monday night kind of has had some really bad matchups over the years. Obviously Thursday night is the one that's really known for the bad matchups, obviously. But I've always liked Sunday night a bit more. Maybe it's just because it's on NBC. You got like 2 guys in Al Michaels and Collinsworth that have been together for such a long time. Yeah, flexing helps Sunday night to be quality. Oh, I didn't know about that about Monday night. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard them flexing a Thursday night game. But I didn't know that I knew that Sunday they can flex a lot, but I didn't know that Monday night is locked in. That's why Monday and Thursday. I think that Thursday must be the same thing. That's why both of those are kind of pretty maligned with some of the games and stuff. There's a pick play apparently, and oh my god, I have to relive this. Oh man, just the slightest extra touch there by Lamar, just lofting it up, and that's a touchdown, or not touchdown. That's a 2-point conversion and a win. Oh, Cardinals. It's kind of crazy that Murray only threw 15 passes and had 123 yards, and that's all because Dalton threw 4 picks. The guy I was playing in fantasy started Andy Dalton, and he still beat me in fantasy because Javonte Williams decided to go off for nearly 30 points and lost by 1.5 points. And the Chargers and the Bengals showing that I have no idea what to think of either team at this point. And there's Cooper Rush going off. Oh, that's how they tied in. There was a safety, and then a tutty to Tyler Lockett. Ooh, that reminds me. I wonder if I need to check my other two fantasy. And Kayvon Thibodeau has declared for the NFL draft. He's probably gonna be a top 5 pick. Let's just see how I'm doing. Probably losing. Oh, I'm actually winning. Oh, I have Tyler Bass. And he has Nelson, and the other person, Bob, has Nelson Aguilar in that. And how am I doing this? And I got blown out by Brett. Brett Goody. Oh, that's because Sun didn't do jack for me. Damn you, Sun. Wow. I had Sun and he had Harrison Butker, and Butker had 12 points. If Sun had just not sucked. And Tom Nostradamus calling the Lions. What do you mean, what? Jay Norvell. Well, if you mean by what, I lost in 2 of my fantasy leagues that I'm in out of the 3. I had Cortland Sun last night. Jack? Did you? Oh, well, maybe. I mean, I was just saying that's kind of, I didn't know that it changed like that, Jack. Yeah, I was playing Brett Goody. I think I was playing Brett. Let me check. I was playing some guy named Brett, whoever Brett Goody is, in Packcast 1, Waka Flacco Flame. I was in first place in that league. And at one point, like week 5 or 6, and I have lost 5 straight. I've lost 2 in a row, but I've lost 5 of my last 6 games in that league. Oh, jeez. Purdue ranked number 1 for first time in school history. That's cool. In basketball, of course. Looks like she's got some plastic surgery. Maybe not. I don't know. Not gonna judge. That's kind of cool. The X chair. Any chair would be more comfortable than the one I'm sitting in right now. Oh, God. Oh, I need to stretch. I just need to stand. Oh. Okay, I'll see you later, Jack. Warriors have been on fire. Yep, Kayvon Thibodeau. Oh, the Warrior. Curry versus Embiid. I like how they just named it as that. Medina's spirit dies. The Kentucky Derby winner died. Oh, geez. The Kentucky Derby winner suffered a heart attack. Jeez. Illegal medication. It's not allowed on. Oklahoma defensive tackle prospect, 5-star, flips from Oklahoma to Texas A&M. That's hilarious. Okay, well, halftime be over soon. I really do hate the amount of commercials in the NFL. I wish it was a lot quicker. I wish it was like football or soccer, as it is, where there's no commercials or breaks at all for the first 45 minutes, and that's just how it should be for the NFL. I know there's a lot of standing around and stuff, but like, geez, just don't have any media timeouts. Just keep going. Just keep going and going and going. Only breaks you have are the timeouts. Okay, start the third quarter. Third quarter. Bills will get the ball to start the second half. Wow, one pass attempt, fewest in the first half by any team since 1978. And it went for just 12 yards. The ball bounces right past the Bills, and it's just going to be down in the end zone. Wind knocked that down, but it just was allowed to keep rolling. And there's the Dolphins just creeping. They're on a 5-game win streak, same as Washington. I think Washington's on a 5-game win streak, and I think they're up to 6-6. Or are they in a 4-game? I can't remember. Allen in shotgun, looking right. He's going to throw it, and it's thrown to Beasley, who's going to get 9 to anywhere. He's going to get the first down. He got 11 yards on the first down there. Oh, and there's some whips. What's up? How do I say? Comzat. Sorry if I said that wrong. What's up, man? I'll just call you the GOAT. I'm sure you like being called just the GOAT. Glad that you joined the stream, man. Even for just a little bit, feel free to subscribe. Just trying to grow the channel and stuff. Any support is much appreciated, man. So the Bills just got 5 yards on that first down play. Damian Harris, I guess, just came out in the locker room. Interesting. It's gonna be 2nd and 5. It's when they got D, so they're probably gonna win. By D, do you mean Diggs? 3rd and 5, and Sanders just got in that defender's face. Allen throws, and almost was picked by J.C. Jackson trying to get that quick throw to Diggs, and the Bills are going to punt on 4th and 5. The GOAT just comes in, makes 3 comments, and that's it for that. Oh, man. I appreciate that, man. That's pretty good. Oh, man, that should have been picked by J.C. Jackson. Sorry. So Bills are going to punt on 4th and 5, and geez, the Patriots came all out on that. And the ball bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Thought it was going to die for a second inside the 5, but it didn't. Nah, but for real, I'm all in with the Bills right now. I mean, yeah, I thought, honestly, I kind of thought their season last year was kind of a fluke. I'm sure there was definitely going to be some regression for Josh Allen. Like the numbers he had were like the completion percentage and some of the other things, the other more advanced analytics like completion percentage and all that stuff was crazy high. And I think he was going to be able to keep it up. And also their biggest issue is the exact opposite of like the Ravens. Everyone was saying Lamar's going to regress, but it's the exact opposite. Lamar is limited also as a passer somewhat. But at least up until this season, they were really good to run the ball and willing to do that. Whereas the Bills are pretty much unwilling to run the ball when it's not Allen. Nice. I'm glad that I got it right. Comzat. Yeah, because I was trying to think. I was trying to think of how to pronounce it, and I was trying to think of how I would say it. If it wasn't an M, and there was an N, it would obviously be con, and that'd be Conzat. So I was like Comzat. So that's how I thought to pronounce it. What? So come on. It took me a second. I had to start saying it out loud before I realized. I thought I knew where you were going with that, but I had to say it out loud before I realized that's actually what it was. Oh man. Roll Tide. Astoria, Ontario. No, that's Oregon. Wait, is it OR? Yeah, it's Oregon. I'm an alcoholic. Wow. So the Patriots get the ball at the 20. Bills weren't able to do much, unfortunately, on that last drive. Jones is going to hand it off to Stevenson, who runs straight ahead. Oh, good to hear. Just feel free to like the stream and subscribe if you want to watch other streams. I'm a very small channel, obviously, just trying to grow and stuff. So that was a game of about 2 or 3 for the Patriots there. Oh yeah, dude, I'm sure it's better than your Adele CD that you crank to 11 and just scream your head off as you sing to it. Jacoby Myers goes in motion. It's going to be 2nd and 6, actually. My apologies. I didn't realize it was that. And Stevenson gets a first down for the Patriots. Jones under a center with Stevenson still lined up behind him. And it's going to be a handoff to the wide receiver. Is that Aguilar? No. Oh, that's Kendrick Bourne. Okay. Couldn't remember what. I can't even remember what Aguilar's number is. Jones under center again, hands off to Stevenson, who breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, breaks a third tackle, and gets up nearly to the 50. But there's a flag there, as Tom Grassi says. There is laundry on the field, and it's going to be holding on the offense. Jonnu. That was a good play. You got that was about 15, 16 yards on that run. It's a first. Yeah, right there. Yep. That back ref right there, saw it right there. $11-7. 11. Patriots are up 11. Bills have 7. 2nd and 17 now. 26 rushes, 1 pass. Okay, I'm gonna say the over/under is 5 pass attempts for the Patriots. And I thought Stevenson was going to throw there because it looked like he was going to throw, but he just runs, and it's going to be 3rd and long. That was a gain of about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 13. Oh, yep, 3rd and 13. So Stevenson is still lined up there. Patriots they're still gonna run forward and they get nothing. 1 yard. Yep, 1 yard gain, pretty much, or maybe nothing. It's gonna be 4th and 12. The Bills are gonna get the ball back. Yeah, see, I guess the Patriots are still not. I think they would be thrown into the wind, so that's why they were not willing to do it the way the direction they were driving. So those are gonna get the ball back with about under 10 minutes left in the quarter. Oh, the ball is just getting kicked around by the Bills right now. Oh, they had to reset the game clock because it was like down to 6, and then all of a sudden they just reset it. Patriots punting. Oh, offsides on the Bills. Oh, or are they saying false start? Saw one ref come in and he started to do the false start. Other guy, I thought it was just going to be offsides on the Bills. Still obviously going to be. Oh, false start. It's going to be 4th and 17. Move the Patriots back a bit. Now, it makes sense with how this game is. Like, if you're around the 40 or the 50 and you false start. Oh, it was 29 maybe. That, and you're punting, maybe you false start, move the ball back a bit because if you're kicking into whichever direction you're kicking into. Yep. And the punt is away. It's Micah Hyde going to be able to return it, and it dies rolls inside the Bills 40, bounces about the 45 or so. It's going to be down to the 42-yard line. 9:15 left in the quarter. Bills are back on the clock. Hi, Ishii. Oh, jeez. I've been sitting in this chair so much and so long that the carpet is actually like indented where it's located because it hasn't moved. That's just crazy. So Ishii, how's the stream going over on Tom's? Has there been absolute? I'm glad I made you laugh, Ishii. Has there been absolute anarchy like what happened last Sunday night with the French mispronunciation? Oh, it's been okay. There's nothing gone super crazy yet. Oh man, the memes that have resulted from that stream are fantastic. Oh yeah, not that bad at all. Yeah, that was bad. I mean, obviously I couldn't watch it, but Tom rated me. Yeah, Jonathan. Tom probably rated other streams and stuff. He rated me last Sunday, so I don't think he's ever going to rate me again unless things change or something. He might rate me for the Patriots, or not for the Patriots, the Packers-Ravens game, maybe, but I doubt it. That's when I thought he would rate me. But I did not know he was gonna stream the Ravens-Browns game. I'm doing well, Ishii. You know, I've been able to cool down from last night, from the Ravens loss. I like to think I'm very level-headed, so it didn't really affect me that much. But yeah, Ishii and Jonathan, if you're not subscribed, feel free to just subscribe and make it more fun or help me grow and stuff. I'm at 46 subscribers, so that's cool. Yeah, Ishii, I'm sure you were not very happy about the 49ers either, because you guys were looking like you could have made the playoffs with the way you guys have been playing recently, and then Russell Wilson looked like old Russell Wilson there at the end. Yes, like and subscribe. There you go, Ishii. Put that in the comments. Like and subscribe. Ishii, don't worry. You guys will be there when just like how Luke was, within the first couple 100 subscribers for Tom. So that game that we had, as Allen throws, is completed to Sanders, who gets across the 50 to, past the 45 of the Patriots, or inside the 45. Knew we were gonna lose, but all I can do is shake my head. I mean, how did you know you were gonna lose? Is it just like you guys haven't beaten when was the last time the 49ers beat the Seahawks in Seattle? Was it 2019, like the last game of the season, where like the Seahawks were stopped on like the goal line or something by the literally like right on the goal line on that last play by the 49ers? Allen's throwing deep to Diggs. Oh, and Diggs had it too. Wow. Yeah, 2018. I think it was that game where you guys stopped him literally on the goal line. Yep. Diggs beats his man, and I think he just lost the ball. Oh, did that hit him in the shoulder? Oh, it just hit him in the arm. Oh. 17-4. Oh, what? Since they moved to the division? Well, what do you mean by 17-4? Because I'm sure you guys have played them more than that, right? And the Bills are going to hand it off to Moss, who's going to get 3 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 7. I like the attempts going deep. I mean, they have the win at their back, so and if anything, the ball's just going to carry. It's not going to get knocked down by the wind and be a pick potentially. Yeah, if you guys are 17-4. What is that? Since I think the Seahawks were in the AFC a long time, up until late 90s, early 2000s, I think. As I said before, how bad. And yeah, since they moved over. But you played him twice. 3rd and 7, and Allen avoids the sack. I'll finish my thought in a bit. Allen stiff arms, and he gets, he extended the ball, and he's marked a yard short. They're marking him a yard short there. Good effort. I mean, if they're 17-4 against you, that means they've only played you 21 times, and you play them twice a year. So that means, before this game, you play them 20 times. And so it's 16-4, obviously. And you would be what? That's only 10 years that you guys have played against them. And I feel like they've been in your division a lot longer than that. When did Seahawks move divisions? Oh, did they call late hit out of bounds? Personal foul. Okay, so they moved from the AFC West to 17 plus 4 equals 21. So yeah, they actually moved. Yeah, well, that's not a. He's in the air. That's a bad penalty right there. Saying that's unnecessary roughness. That's a bad penalty. He's in the air. You're trying to push him out of bounds. Seahawks. I just looked it up. Seahawks moved from the AFC West to the NFC West in 2002. So that means you should have played them quite a lot longer. You should have 18. You should have at least played them 30 plus 6 times. You should have played them at least close to over 35 times just in the division. Wow, yeah, that was awful. That was bad penalty to call there. He was just trying to run out of bounds. He was running out of bounds and he was in midair. That's a bad penalty call right there. But yeah, so 2021, you've now played him 22, 18, 36. So you've played him 37 times, at least in division. I'm sure you probably played him out of conference quite a few times before that. I mean, yeah, honestly, I hate to bring it up, but like when you guys had that rivalry back in the early 2000s with Jim Harbaugh and stuff as the head coach for the 49ers, honestly, I don't remember you guys playing. I remember the Seahawks winning more of those games with that's probably why Houston was the expansion in 2002, so that they had to move a team to the NFC probably. They had to reshuffle because obviously they put Houston in the AFC South, so they probably had to move a few teams around and stuff. I mean, like the Ravens, there used to be I think 3 divisions in each conference. Like I think there was the AFC East, Central, and West. Allen rolls to his right and throws out and it's incomplete on 3rd and 7. Because the Ravens, when they came into the league, they were in the AFC Central and they played the Titans. That was their big rivalry in the up until they moved to the AFC North. Was the Tennessee Titans. Like they played each other in that AFC conference in the AFC Championship game in 2000 that the Ravens won. So it happens all the time. So I think that's when I think 2002. I think with Houston coming in, they had to completely reorganize. So they added a 4th division. Yeah. Oh, Rams. Well, St. Louis Rams. Oh, okay. Field goal is good. That was close, but good. I have Bass, so that's get the field goal. That's why you hate birds. All birds in the NFL. Did you know that there's actually something that if the Cowboys had actually been really good last year, there's actually something called the Bird Gauntlet in the NFL, where you play every bird team in the league and you beat them. So that's the Eagles, Ravens, Cardinals, Seahawks, Falcons. And I think you have to beat them preseason and regular season. I think that's what it counts. And the Cowboys actually had all 5 of those teams on their schedule last year. It's very rare for that to obviously fall to where you get all those teams, no matter who you are. Obviously, if you're one of those teams, you can't do the bird gauntlet because you can't beat yourself. Yeah. So I actually looked that up because I remember reading about that when the Cowboys were playing the Ravens, or when the schedule came out, and there was a bunch of stuff about how the bird gauntlet could finally be beaten by the Cowboys, because of course Cowboys fans and the media are all always high on the Cowboys going into each season pretty much. So yeah. So I always find that kind of funny how you can find those types of gauntlets or stuff like that. Like I'm trying to think of like what other ones you could do in like maybe baseball and stuff, but like that's even harder because there's very few limiting factors to who you can play. So like I can only think of Cowboys fans. My sister's one. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, probably went. Oh yeah, your Cats. That's another good one. Yeah, because there's Panthers, Lions, Bengals. Well, that's only is that the three? Panthers, Lions, Bengals. So another Cat. Or am I blank? Or am I completely forgetting somehow? But yeah, Jonathan. That's probably when it changed because they probably just had to reorganize, because I think the divisions were a lot bigger. I think they were probably like 5 or 6 teams per division. I think one of them was probably even numbered. Jags, right? Thank you, Jonathan. See, the Jags are so bad that I completely forgot about the Jags. But yeah, that's probably 2002 is probably when it changed to north, south, east, west for each conference. I always wonder what it would be like if the NFL did the what the almost went into the stands. Impressive. Oh, I'm just from Baltimore. I'm not from Baltimore. I grew up south of Baltimore. I'm from Maryland. And I guess it's just proximity. I mean, I'm pretty close to Washington as well. Like DC is 30-minute drive south of me, and I'm like 20 minutes south of Baltimore. So I could have become a Washington fan, but I think it's just because they were so bad, at least for the longest time. And Harris breaks another run, and he steps out of bound past the 45-yard line. So yeah, my neighbor is a Washington fan, but I think it's just because I don't remember I didn't have a parent. My parents weren't big into sports. Well, I feel like if my dad was still with us alive, I probably would have had my love of sports a lot sooner. Yeah, Cardinals, Orioles, and Blue Jays. Yeah, so yeah, it's just that, and that's another big run. That's gonna be a gain of you got the first down with the extra push there. So yeah, it's just because of that. My dad is from Connecticut, so he grew up a Red Sox fan. Probably would have been, obviously. I'm not sure if he was a Patriots fan though. I feel like he became an Orioles fan when they moved here. Him and my mom. No, it's fine. He passed away in '97, so I didn't really know him. I was really young. Like I wasn't even 2 years old when he passed away. But I feel like I probably would have gone. He was an Orioles fan. To get to know people. That's another big run of 6-7 yards for the Patriots there by Stevenson. But I feel like I would have become more of a Red Sox fan because that's what he grew up as. Football, I don't know. I'm not sure. I doubt, because obviously back in the 90s, the Patriots were terrible. Other than that one Super Bowl that they played in. Was it versus the Packers? I think it was versus the Packers. Yeah. As for baseball, I am a long-suffering Orioles fan. It sucks. I like to joke that I'm a closeted Orioles fan. Laughing at myself. Yeah. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Yeah. He. So yeah. So when I really get started into sports, I remember, I really remember watching the first. I have a few memories from really watching sports. One I have is watching the Super Bowl. Was it? It was this. It was Steelers Seahawks Super Bowl, and they went quarterback sneak and got 4 yards on the play by the Patriots. Interesting. They just went QB sneak there. I remember watching that game, and this was before the Ravens Steelers were a rivalry, and I didn't know that the Ravens were actually like, and that was obviously at that point the Ravens and Steelers were in the same division, but I didn't know that because I obviously wasn't paying attention to sports that much, and I was only like 9 or 10 years old at this point because I was born in '95. And so I think I rooted for the Steelers in that Super Bowl, if I remember correctly. I don't know why. I don't exactly remember why. And then 2007, I remember watching that Super Bowl with the Patriots, Giants. And then 2008 is really when Joe Flacco and John Harbaugh became head coach and the quarterback for the Ravens. And the QB sneaked it again, and it looks like they're giving him the first down. So yeah, I think that's really when I got into sports for the most part. I mean, I'd been to a lot of baseball games, obviously when I was younger and stuff, but I don't really remember them. Of course, the Orioles for the longest time were terrible for me. And then obviously, so that's really when I got into football. College sports. I grew up. Both of my parents went to Georgetown, so at least for basketball, I always rooted for Georgetown. That's another up. Stevenson's running, but they're calling the play dead. There's whistles, but I don't see any. Are there any flags? So, the Bills are going to challenge the fourth down. That fourth down. Yeah. So, so I grew up a Georgetown fan for basketball. I also, because of how close I am to College Park, I grew up a Maryland Terrapins fan, and I'm also really close to Navy. Navy, Georgetown, DC's 30 minutes, 35, 40 minutes away, at least Georgetown. Navy's 15 minutes south of me. College Park's 20, 25 minutes down the road from me as well. So I grew up a fan of all those teams, at least in football and basketball. And I've probably been to more Navy football games than any other football team. Blues, Blackhawks, Red Wings, Blue Jackets, Golden Knights. Well, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny, Jonathan. That's kind of an interesting quirk there. So yeah, I was in Boy Scouts, and we actually did we actually had a concession stand that we would run at Navy football games. So we had to go to games for free back when I was in Boy Scouts. So all through from like 2005 and 6 all the way through I think 2010, I think is when the last one at least I went to. I don't know if they've continued since then, but I got to go to a game almost every week. At least that was home games and stuff. So I got to see some bunch of games at Navy for that. And then I ended up going to Virginia Tech, so I root for them as well. So I have a lot of big, differing team interests and stuff. And I don't want to make this just focus. I don't want to make this channel focus just on Ravens or football in general. I just started getting into Formula One. And I think there's a pretty good pun I can make doing Formula One stuff called Shunt Intended, which would be hilarious. I want to, do some college football stuff, or at least talk about that. I mean, I have a podcast I do with my friends that's college football based that we stream, that I've started streaming on here as well. We have like an official channel that we've started, but I hope to continue being able to stream it on here because I think that'd be really cool, obviously. And like I got to interview the head coach of Liberty, Hugh Freeze. So Jonathan, so you're saying you're a Cardinals fan. So if you're saying you're a Cardinals fan, let me guess, I'm guessing you used to be a Rams fan, and check, I'm back. Bills do not get the challenge, so it's going to be 1st and 10. Bills lose a timeout. Welcome back, Jack. Didn't mean to say it like that. Yes to the Cardinals, and yes to the Rams as well. Who else does St. Louis have? Yeah, but because of where I grew up, I never became really a Capitals fan, other than when they won other than when they were, fighting for the Stanley Cup and stuff. I was then kind of a fan by proxy. And I never was really a big into hockey or NBA basketball. I always preferred college basketball because honestly, like the games that I've been to or that I watch in the NBA, other than that are regular season, kind of boring to me. Playoff basketball and even any playoff hockey, I do enjoy watching though, because like the atmosphere is so much different. All right, you guys got the Blues, right? Handoff, and that's stuffed for nothing there. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Right. Jonathan, you and all St. Louis Blues and Capitals fans need to thank Urinating Tree for reverse jinxing the teams, because he puts out a legacy of failure of the Capitals. Less than a year later, they win the Stanley Cup. He does the same thing for the Blues, like after the Capitals win. Then the Blues win the Stanley Cup, and it's just like he needs to just do that eventually for every team. Handoff to Stevenson to the right side, and he breaks it, and he's going to get 10 yards. He's going to get 10, 11 yards for another first down, nearly to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 21. What Jonathan, for basketball, what teams usually just people from St. Louis root for? I'm guessing. Yeah, Jack. Yeah, the reverse jinxing was very unfortunate. Though I do like the fact he picked the Nationals when it was the Nationals versus the Astros in the World Series 2 years ago. Handoff again. I think I've said that so much time. And good patience by Stevenson to get 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Now inside the 20. Good, nice long drive here by the Patriots. Yeah, Jack, that was very unfortunate. Hernan. Oh no. Yeah. He actually had to, when you go back, Stevenson gets another first down and just right outside the 10-yard line. Yeah, if you go, he actually after they won both the Capitals and the Blues, after they won their championships, he also did the same thing with the Nationals. He did a legacy of failure for the Nationals. Less than a year later, they win the World Series. So he had to go back, and he changes the title to I can't remember what he said. If you look at the name has changed, the title of the video has changed, but he also has changed the description to saying, I was wrong there or something. And then he's put a comment and stuff, and it's pretty funny. So I guess that's the end of the third quarter, if I recall. I wasn't really paying attention. Patriots having a nice long drive here. 11-10. Let's see. Basketball, you don't know? Chicago is close. Indy, Memphis. Oh, that's a good point. I always wondered how far. I wonder how long of a drive Chicago is from St. Louis, because I think I know. Obviously, Cubs and Cardinals fans really hate each other or really dislike each other's teams. But yeah. Yeah, Jonathan, you gotta thank Tree for that. Of course, I'm wondering. I tweeted at him one time asking if he was ever going to do a legacy of failure for the Orioles. About 5 hours. Well, I tweeted at him one time asking if he was going to do a legacy of failure of the Orioles, but then I realized that up until really up until the 98 or 99, the Orioles were really good for long periods of time. And of course they won the 3 World Series in the 70s and 80s. And the 1970 team that won the World Series is probably is seen as a top 10, 15 team of all time for the MLB. So, but I feel like you could do a legacy of failure just based on the last, I don't know, since the start of the century. Yeah. Mac Jones, 1 passing attempt. I'll say that. I'll say this. It's this game is low scoring, but it's not been as boring or as crazy or unsatisfying to watch as the Ravens Browns game was last Sunday. Because there was obviously that game, despite the Ravens winning, there was so many mistakes by the Ravens. Same thing with the Browns and stuff that I was just kind of was sick. I was I'm just glad the game's over. It's close, but it's close, but it's so low scoring that it's still gripping me, if that makes sense. It's gonna be 1st and 10, just outside the 10-yard line, so they can actually get a first down about the half-yard line, and he gets stuffed. He loses 3 yards in that play. It's gonna be 2nd and 12 or 13. Is that Matt Milano? Great play by Milano, the linebacker. He just shoots the gap. Well, that's cool. Yeah, Jonathan, that's pretty cool. Steve Bisciotti, the owner of the Ravens, went to the same high school I went to in Maryland. He's not from Maryland. I think he was born in Virginia, but he moved to the town that I live in. He went to that same high school as me. And Milano shoots the gap again and stops him again for another loss. It's going to be a loss of 6 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 20, I think. Milano's had back-to-back great plays. So, yeah, Steve Bisciotti went to the same high school as me. And he actually has a house right at the very top of the river. That's right down, his house is I don't know, 5 minutes that way. I've driven past it a few times before. And then also, even though he didn't go to the same high school, Mark Teixeira was born lives. Nice. Yeah, I always forget about that. Belichick, he's in the Navy, or he's had a really close connection with that Navy, and I think he's from Annapolis, actually. He went to Annapolis High School, I think, if I'm correct, Jack. Yeah, if I remember, yeah, I think he went to Annapolis High School, if I remember correctly, and Bill Belichick. I went to Severna Park. Went to Severna Park. Was there right before they did the rebuild, and the kick is up, and wow, that went curved right a little bit. The field goal is good, so they score. It's another field goal. It's become a field goal fest in the second half. It's a 14-10, a more normal-looking score now. Mark Teixeira is from Severna Park, but he went to Mount St. Joseph up in Baltimore. That's true. Yeah, could be worse. Could be at Bruin. Jack, I think if you didn't subscribe before, I think that's worth a subscribe. Being having known each other, being so close to each other. Yeah, but I work for the if you've heard of it, I also, one of my jobs I work for the Severna Park Voice as a sports reporter for them. Even though it's Severna Park, we cover Broadneck sports and stuff in Arnold, and then we also cover Pasadena. I've covered. I went to Washington College to cover the Severna Park field hockey state championship game. I covered Broadneck's playoff game that they had against Charlie or CH Flowers. That was a few weeks ago. And I also do like the monthly student athlete of the student athlete of the month story. I started back in September. So I'm glad it took me a while, but I'm glad I'm doing some actual sports, news and stuff. Friends' younger siblings actually playing. Boys or girls? Because I also covered I covered both the boys and girls soccer, covered a few games and stuff for them this season. Sorry, this Snickers commercial is pretty good. So, yes, you like the Pacers? So you're kind of like an Indiana sports fan all of a sudden. Boys? Okay, that's cool. I know Coach Ryan Parisi pretty good, Jack. I've interviewed him a few times, obviously for post-game stuff. He's a pretty chill, cool dude. That's really cool, Jack. So Axles. So Patriots going to kick off. Very short kick, or not a long run up, obviously, because I don't want to go too far. Oh, they're making it so the Bills have to return it. Interesting. So it's called at the 10-yard line. The Bills return it. He gets out past the 35-yard line. Good return there, actually. Kind of backfires a little bit. They get about 10 extra yards on that return. That's a good point. I do wonder, though. I feel like it's probably not going to happen. The NFL is probably not going to. If they know the NFL is going to expand, I feel like they want to expand into Europe, either into London, or they could do Germany, because there used to be NFL Europe, obviously back in like the 90s and into the early 2000s. Apparently Germany, it's a pass to Knox, who stiff arms a dude, breaks a tackle and gets 7 yards. Good play. I read that Germany was the country that actually American football caught the most on with, country-wise. And they have about 500 total different leagues, all the way from youth all the way to semi-pro in Germany. So I feel like if you had a team there, or even just an exhibition, I feel like that would be a really big draw for the NFL. Obviously, that's an even extra time zone beyond. That's a handoff. That's a gain of about 1. Because I think Germany used to, when they were split, obviously East-West Germany, I think they actually had a time zone difference between the two. But now I think Germany is all one time zone, but I think there's still a time zone ahead of England. So that would be a very major time difference. But I think that'd be a cool exhibition to do out in Germany. 3rd and 1 for the Bills. They're going to run it. And they fake the run and they throw. Diggs just sits right there in the zone and gets a first down. Gets to about the 45-yard line. If I'm gonna, yeah, that's true. As far west as Spain. Yeah. Oh yeah, because I think straight line Spain is like further west than England, but England, of course, just likes to go to the beat of its own drum, of course, with Brexit and everything. Allen pump fakes. He was going to throw, and he throws to that almost was picked off the hands of Sanders. Yeah. So Jack, I think the reason why I thought of that was also it was a video that 5 Points put about like where the NFL could play a game, and he listed as stadium wise, and he listed a stadium or two from Germany, I think, where like some Bundesliga teams play for soccer. And he mentioned the NFL Europe support there and stuff. And I looked into it further, and it made sense because of how big American football actually is in Germany. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for Allen. He scrambles to his right, and he's actually going to take off, and he's going to get the first down. He's going to get past the 30 and inside the 25-yard line. Yeah, Jack, that was close to a pick. Allen takes off. Both teams I haven't not watched them this season. I didn't buy much into either team, and I think both teams are really good now. Now that I'm seeing them play, but like, there's obviously some limitations. Obviously, the weather's having a factor with the reason why the Patriots aren't passing. But Allen, the fact that the Bills have no rush game to speak of outside of Allen is very, very worrying. And he's going to hand off to Moss, who's going to get 3 yards. I was about to say, that would have been hilarious if I say that and immediately breaks it for a 20-yard touchdown. Chiefs said bye. Friends a Chiefs fan. Oh, right. So Jonathan, you're kind of split. You're like, sometimes you weren't sure who you root for there, or who you were rooting for in that game, because Bucks, Colts, like, who were you rooting for there? Jonathan, feel free to like and subscribe. Only 76 yards passing or rushing. Patriots have nearly 200 yards. I've well over 200 yards rushing at this point. Allen looking, kind of standing there. Dumps off to Moss, who gets the first down and goes out of bounds. They're calling a penalty on that. They saying a horse collar? Because that can't. Are they saying late had out of bounds because he threw him out? He threw him down. I don't like that. Man, there's been some calls. Now that I've started doing this, there's some bad calls. Oh, it was horse collar. What's up, Luke? Glad you're back. Tell a friend. Luke, how was the cheese on sports? Oh, yeah, that's definitely a horse collar. Yeah, that's definitely a horse collar. What's up, Luke? How was cheese on sports, or whatever the hell it's called? And how's Tom's stream going? Ishi was here earlier. She said the stream was doing well. My stream's been fun. Jonathan and Jack have been keeping me company. Thank you, Jonathan. You gotta subscribe, man. I just gotta start growing, man. And it's gonna be handed off to Moss, who gets half a yard, maybe nothing beyond that. It's gonna be 2nd and goal, no gain. Gang. Went well, and I committed to do a whole new show. What's the new show, Tom? What's the new show, Luke? Tom, looks like it's going well. Well, of course. I mean, Tom, he's been doing this for, 6 years. There you go, Jonathan. Thank you. Love the support. Thanks, man. Guess it takes a moment or two to pop up. Oh, that was Benny Tech. Sorry, I didn't mean to guilt you into that, Jonathan. I just need to start putting out more videos than what I've been doing. Obviously, I'm sure if I try to go all the way back to Tom's first videos and stuff, I'm sure they're just as bad quality and stuff with the editing. I need to figure out why my recap had those black bars on the side, because obviously it's just I had a much smaller box in the middle there, and obviously I don't want that. I want the bigger angle there, or the bigger view, more filled up. 2nd and goal for the Bills. The Bills, without the Patriots just had that last drive, they can't come away with a field goal here, because the Bills look like they can't stop the run at all right now. 2nd and goal from the 6. They're gonna fake the handoff to Moss. Allen's looking, and he gets touched, and now he's down. And Judon gets him for the sack. 3rd and goal from a very long time. Rescoring some of the most controversial fights ever with fresh eyes to see if the judges got it right or fucked up. Oh, that's a cool concept, Luke. So let's see. Is Knox open? Oh, Knox is open too. I like this. I don't get this on big channels like Tom's. It's cool to hear small channels respond to my comments. Well, yeah. I mean, I get that. I get that, Jonathan. It makes sense. You know, you're 3rd and goal from the 15. Allen throws and just throws out of bounds. And Allen's looking for the flag, and they're not going to get one. Who needs green sleeves when you have red sleeves? No flag. Patriots didn't look like they were fully ready for that play either. Didn't look like there was. I didn't see any pass interference on that play either. Who needs green? So, yeah, like I said, Bills couldn't have really with how it was going. They couldn't have come away. So now they're kicking into the one side of the end zone that they haven't tried yet. They're kicking in. He's kicking into the wind now. Let's just see how this goes. 33-yard field goal is just shorter than an extra point attempt. And the wind blew that wide. Wind blew it wide. Yep, just swung wide right. I'm sure Bills fans are that those 2 words they don't like hearing. Wide right. Wide right. I'm gonna tweet that out. I doubt I'm gonna get it. I doubt I'm gonna get that many retweets. Luke, Bills fans having flashbacks, hearing the words "wide right." Dun, 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 dun. Mm-hmm. So, with how it's going, I think the Patriots on this drive, they're just going to be able to run the clock out and just get the win. I think the Patriots are up to well over 250 yards rushing. The Bills have not been. Bills have the number 1 rushing defense, and they haven't been able to stop. Or they had like number 1 and number 2 rushing defense, and they haven't been able to stop them at all. I'm gonna have some food. But rather than food, it's gonna be candy. Some nice ASMR. So, Luke, Jack, do you guys think I should change the channel name to something else to make it easier to be found? Because obviously, like the first word of my channel name kind of looks, or YouTube considers it close enough to another particular word that you can get demonetized for saying it. Obviously, I don't make enough money I don't have enough viewers or subscribers to get money off of it, but I feel like I probably should change it, even though I really do like the name. $7.24. So Bill's got to get a stop. There's not time left, but Patriots hand the ball off and lose yard and a half. Change P to C. That's why. That's why, Jack. Like, if Tom ever tries to, like, if you ever put, and that's a throw. Oh my God, he actually threw it, and it's an incomplete pass. That's his second pass attempt. He actually passed. I'm surprised. He's now no longer perfect. Jones needs to be gotten rid of. So yeah, if you were to put a do a super chat to Tom, he won't include in that word the first word with a P. He'll just say like he'll be like huh. He'll just like say like unt or something or try and make it sound like he's like a grunt. It's gonna be a screen pass, interesting, on 3rd and long, and it's gonna be 4th down. The Patriots got about 7 on that. So yeah, I mean, I'm not making money off of it, but like if I search exactly. Luke's exactly right. Tom got demonetized for saying that because it's close enough to where if you have an accent or something, it'll just sound like it. So I like the channel name, but I feel like I need to change it. I feel like I'm wondering if I should just do my name, like Tom, or if I should do like comment artist, which is what I kind of have for like my video game like gamer tag is conman artist, which I think is kind of cool. I'm not entirely sure. The Patriots punt it. Good punt with the wind, and it's gonna bounce into the end zone. Batman is leaving Gotham City? What? Just got a notification for some reason about that. That's weird. Ooh, Rams Cardinals. That'll be a good game next week. That might be worth streaming as well. I might stream that too. Where's that on the ground there? There was something on the ground there. That was interesting. So the Bills got to drive 80 yards for the touchdown. I don't think they're going to, obviously they need to get the touchdown now. They got that field goal, a lot different. Allen looking left. That was deep. And it's caught by Diggs on the sideline. Did he get that? Wow. Out past the 45-yard line by Diggs. What a catch. Oh my God, I thought he didn't get it like his left foot, but he did. What a catch. Great play there. Great catch by Diggs. I'm really mad. I wish when with Diggs coming out of college, because he went to Maryland, he was a 3rd-round pick. Who did the Ravens take? Because I know we took someone other than him whenever he came out, and I'm really mad about it because we could have had Diggs, obviously. And so it's going to be a screen pass in the flat to Moss, and Hightower's making sure he doesn't get another penalty for throwing him out of bounds. So that's going to be about 5 or 6. Yeah, I'm Conman. I'm Conman 752. So I'm an ad. So I'm also a mod for Tom. So that's me whenever he reads anything from Conman. Yeah, I know, Jonathan, you said you subscribed, but I haven't gotten a notification saying that you have, but maybe it just hasn't updated for some reason. Of course, YouTube's, picky when it likes to. YouTube decides to not always work properly all the time. That's a catch to Knox, who gets across the 50 for the first time. See, I just said it. Literally, your notification just came in that you subscribed right as I bring it up. That's funny. Yeah, it took like 10 minutes for that to come in. Jeez. 1st and 10 inside the Patriots 45-yard line. They're at the 42 of the Patriots. Sorry that I'm speaking with my mouth full. Allen's looking, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. I mean, Luke, I found it hilarious how cathartic how much pleasure you were taking out of that. Like, it's really funny because it seems like you and Tom really truly hate the Vikings, whereas like for me, I don't hate the Steelers or the Browns or even the Bengals to that extent. If anything, I mentioned in the stream yesterday, I hate Andy Dalton more than that. And Moss breaks a big run and gets past the 30 down to the 25-yard line. So yeah, if anything, I hate Andy Dalton more than any actual team, just because of 2017. And if I hate an actual Ravens player, it's Lee Evans and Billy Cundiff. Because my God, Ravens should have had back-to-back Super Bowl appearances. Oh, maybe that was it. Huh. Yeah, because the number's still the same. Sorry about that, Jonathan. I didn't mean to be mean about that. But that makes sense. I mean, you said you saw me with Adam, obviously, so I'm sure that makes sense that you might have subscribed already before then. But I kind of found it hilarious how me and Adam were trying to figure out how to stream on StreamYard by ourselves because I'd never actually done it like without my friends that I do it for the college football. Oh, Judon's hurt. That's not good. And of course, he was wearing just a white shirt in his recap. He's just had and I called it too. I was like, when you said white shirt, I was like, oh, that's his surrender shirt. He's just giving up on the season. And then you were like, he called it his surrender shirt. I found that funny. But yeah, Jonathan, our first stream was actually the night before for like an hour and a half where me and Adam tried to figure out how to use StreamYard together. And it was a shit show. It was pretty funny. We had a lot of fun together on that. Okay, the Bills are at the Patriots 25-yard line. Of course, the Patriots finally have their bye next week. I really don't like the late buys. First and 10 at the 24.5-yard line for the Bills. It's going to be a dump off real quick to Sanders at the 20. So for what, Luke? What do you mean, dent? Are you talking about like Packers beating teams from that division? Second and 5. Allen look who's left, and he's going to take off. And he's holding that ball really loose, but it looks like he gets close to a first down. And looks like where the ref is standing. Oh, jersey collection. Nice. Looks like he's going to get a first down. Nice, Luke. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like I would. Well, I'll say this for at least not for football, but for baseball. I've been to a dozen or so baseball stadiums. Even though it's been a long time since I've been to any of them, I usually try and get a hat. Usually, obviously, the jerseys are pretty expensive if you get them at the stadium. So at least I get a hat or something to, remember it by. It's a handoff to Moss. Or no, Singletary, excuse me. He gets about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. And Bills are going to let this go down to the 2-minute warning. It's going to be second and about 8 or 9 from inside, I think, the 15-yard line for the Bills. Coming down on the wire. Ravens are one of the first 2 I crossed off. Oh, that's cool. Nice. I literally just saw it was like 215. It was like 215, and then it went down, and it's not back up to 215 again. That's cool. Look, 214 left. As a 2-minute warning, I'm probably gonna go pee. I'm not peeing for the D though because I don't want the Patriots to win. Sorry, Jack. Okay, so it was only a gain of 1, so it's 2nd and 9. So, Bills. I guess the Bills must have taken a timeout. Thanks, dog. I hate you. Or at least I hate the Steelers. I don't hate you, though. Thanks for stopping by, man. It was good talking to you yesterday. Bills, 2nd and 9 from the 12.5-yard line. It's going to be a quick throw to Diggs. Oh, the Patriots took a timeout. Okay, thank you. I wasn't really paying attention. I was so confused why it was happening. I hate them too. Dog, I find that you're like go Steelers, but then in the very next sentence you're like I hate the Steelers too. It's very much a true love-hate relationship with you guys. With this as a Steelers fan, Ravens fans are getting there this season at least. 3rd and 9, and the whistle stops dead, and there's a flag, and it's gonna be a false start. Oh man, dude. It's going to be 3rd and 14 for the Bills. That is the second time they've had a false start. That is the second time they've had a false start inside the 15-yard line that has hurt them immensely this game. That's the 3rd and 14. I think they're going to be, just about the 18-yard line, 18.5-yard line. They have to get inside the 5 for the first down. And this umpire is taking a long time with that ball. He's just standing over that ball for a long time. Okay, 3rd and 14. Allen in shotgun with Singletary to his right. Allen is running. Oh, almost gets sacked. Stiff arms another guy. Throws it deep. Oh, and it hits Knox in the hands. Oh, my God. Knox could have caught that. Wow. See, Allen right there, just that looked like that play by Allen looked like young Ben Roethlisberger just not being able to tackle him for a sack. So he comes free. Well, it's not free, but good play there. That's a good play, getting his hands right there. 2-minute warning. I'm going to go pee. 4th and 14. Oh yeah, no, Bill. Yeah. Oh, dang it, Jack. I might have accidentally peed for the day. We'll just have to find out on 4th and 14. Damian Harris I love how this tweet comes out 5 minutes ago when there's less than like 7 minutes left. Damian Harris has a hamstring injury, by the way, Jack. So, not very good. Not very good. Two-minute warning, 4th and 14. They're just going to probably go for the touchdown at this point. And the Bills only have, crap. Exactly, Jack, crap. Let's see. I also got to figure out how I can stream a video game or something from like my PS5 or Xbox through like to YouTube while having like my how you can stream it, or even just do a video and edit your face in and stuff. I got to figure out how to do that because I definitely want to try and start doing that. Good game. I'm glad I decided to stream this game. What games do I have? Oh, dude, I've so this is my first PlayStation I've ever had. I actually have the holy trinity, if you want to say, of the current generations. I have the Switch, the PS5, and the Xbox One S. Xbox One, mainly I got it for the latest Forza Horizon game, driving game. Oh my God, Diggs is wide open. But Allen obviously is trying to dodge him, so wow, Diggs was wide open too. Really, I have that, and I have a few other games that I've played on there. PlayStation, I got that like soon after the PlayStation 5 came out. I've completed Forza, or not Forza. I played Horizon Zero Dawn, the most recent God of War. What other big games have they done that I've done? Done the Uncharted trilogy. I still haven't finished Uncharted 4. I need to do that. I have not done Last of Us. That's not my type of game, really. It just doesn't interest me, unfortunately. And a few other shooting, like I still have like Fallout and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly, Jack. Thank goodness. So yeah, Luke, I just got to figure out like how Tom does it. You know what I mean? Because he has his he has his PlayStation. I got to figure out how he gets it from his PlayStation there and has a setup where he's in the corner or whatnot. I don't think I would ever do Madden though. Though I mean maybe. I definitely would like to try and because I know Tom did that 99 overall team that he had during the off season. And he couldn't even win the Super Bowl. And then I've done like a 99 on a all Madden, and then I've had a 99 overall team, and I went on all Madden. I went undefeated and won a few games, but like 100-0. Okay, 4th and 14. First down marker is inside the 5-yard line for the Bills. Allen in shotgun with Singletary to his left. They're trying to get him to come off sides at first before they hike this. Allen, blitzer coming free, and it's batted down, and that's probably going to be gained by number 41. Let's see who he was throwing to, because that just got knocked down. I didn't see really anyone who he was throwing to. Let's see who he was throwing to there. I'm surprised he wasn't throwing to Diggs. Diggs is their best wide receiver. So Diggs, good play. Actually, that would have been right on target. If Brian hadn't been there to get that, I think that would have been on target for the touchdown. Oh yeah, there's Steve's. There's Steve Belichick with the tongue. Okay, Patriots, Ravens. Bills have one timeout. Patriots gonna hand the ball off, and he's gonna get about 3 yards. Bills are gonna call timeout. I almost fell asleep watching this game. That wind was crazy. Yeah, that wind was crazy. Obviously, what it hurts the Bills is missing that field goal on their last drive. Missing that, obviously, like you don't have to go for the touchdown there. And Allen doesn't try and take that. Probably doesn't take that sack. Yeah, let's see Beasley. Oh, dude, you just gotta throw to Beasley. He's pretty much open in the middle there. Oh, dude, where I live in Maryland, it was very windy. We have some like my family has some like fake trees outside, and they both got blown over. Handoff, Stevenson, gain of about 2. So, Patriots, unfortunately, challenging that play that the Bills did for the fourth down conversion earlier. They don't have an extra timeout. So this ball's going to be hiked with it'll be about a minute and 2 seconds when they hike this ball. It'll be 3rd and 7. If they don't get it, then they'll take it all the way down, and there'll probably be 30 seconds for them to punt it. The refs have stopped the clock. The actual clock stopped working. Yeah, definitely that challenge was costly. It was not what time? Because was that in the fourth quarter? Even if that was in the fourth quarter, that wasn't worth challenging. Because that's gonna be, especially on a pileup, it's gonna be very difficult for them to overturn that. So the clock's now stopped. Does that mean that the clock that the so that means the game clock, so that means the actual play clock is now stopped? Oh, okay. So it's like an official timeout. So wait, but now the excess injury, really? And now the Patriots get to hike this ball with. Oh my God, that's so stupid. That's so bad. Like, they would have hiked the ball with just about a minute left if they got stuffed, and then they would punt it with about, I don't know, 30, 20 seconds later. Now they're going to hike this, and now they're just in victory formation now. Yeah. It's snowing. I mean, I think now the Patriots are like, at least, well, Brady, I think they said he's like 33-4 against the Patriots, or against the Bills when so yeah, Bills just can't beat the Patriots, seems like. But that entire sequence just didn't make sense. But I guess the Bills had an injury or something because they didn't have any timeouts. The clock just immediately started, so they actually get screwed because they're not gonna have any time left now. So yeah, the Patriots are just gonna they're just gonna be in victory formation instead of actually running a play there. Because if that hadn't happened, there's gonna be 1 second when this ball is hiked, or when they call a timeout. Yep. So, yeah, I'm guessing overall last season takeaways. This game's pretty much over. Takeaways for the Bills from this game last season looks to have been a fluke for the Bills. They're not that good.
or at least they just don't. I mean, the weather affected them, but the fact that they just can't run the ball. The clock just run out. Yep, there's 1 second left, and they're just gonna probably take the ball and just chuck it out of bounds. They're not even gonna punt this. Not even give them a chance for a punt return. So, yeah, Bills 7-5. Yeah, snow games are always cool. Yeah, Bills. The defense is good, but the fact that they can't run the ball outside of Josh Allen is very, very worrying. Obviously, it's very limiting for them. Patriots, good win. Bills just couldn't do anything. Couldn't score in the red zone. Had 2 chances to do it, and that's game. Mac Jones was 2 or 3 passing on the day. That is crazy. Yep. Bills have now lost, I think, 2 straight. Started 2-4, and they've now won 7 straight. And Bill, unfortunately, has the Patriots right back where they were, and pretty much the Bills' reign at the top of the division lasted for 1 season, probably. I'll say this: I was salty with how many people said. I mean, obviously, this before this season, how Allen was better than Lamar, and now both of them are kind of not been doing very well this season. But yeah, Bills are falling apart. They just don't have the ability to run the ball that is necessary right now. Patriots, rebirth of the evil empire. I hate you, Jack, JK. But yeah, so that'll do it, guys. Thanks for joining me. I know there was very few people watching, but I'm glad that you guys were able to join me. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll probably put out a video later this week. Hopefully, once I figure out my equipment and stuff, to where I don't have the weird black bars and stuff. I'll see you later, Luke. So hopefully I'll put out a video, probably, doing my own, top 10, and maybe even do my own predictions and stuff. And then I'll be streaming I might actually conceivably stream the Army Navy game. That'll be Saturday at about 3. And then Ravens. No, you're good. You're good, dog. I'm glad that you just joined. You were here even just for the little bit. So I'll probably do Army Navy game if you guys want to join me for that. I think that'll be really cool and fun to do. And then Ravens game will be Sunday at 1, and then I'll probably do the Monday night game again, because that's gonna be Rams Cardinals. So that's gonna be a fantastic game as well. But thanks for joining me, guys. And yeah, Jack, go Navy, beat Army. And also join me for my college football stream, for my college football podcast, the Week 0 podcast. That'll be out. That'll be coming out probably Wednesday night around 7:30 or so. With me and my friends, we'll be streaming that live. We usually go for about 2.5 hours, because we just have a lot to talk about. But I hope you guys all have a great night, and I will see you guys later.